Hello, Mindy and all of our friends in Appleton, Wisconsin. My name is Philip Rouleau with Rultract, and I'm going to quickly go over the clamp options that you had asked about, as well as the difference between the Rultract single side set and the bilateral double side setup. First of all, we have our 4160S post clamp with a spline tip. This clamp has the tightening knob on the bottom and is intended to be applied to the OR table by the circulator nurse. Next, we have the 4150S post clamp with the tightening knob on the top, and originally it could be attached to the OR table by the scrub nurse. Now that's going to depend on OR protocol nowadays, but the biggest difference obviously between the two is the 50S clamp has a tightening knob on the top, and the 60S clamp has the tightening knob on the bottom. So depending on OR protocol, that would be how you would choose which one of these two clamps you would use. The next option is the 4110S combination clamp. Now you can see here that this clamp is a standalone clamp. It doesn't have a post welded to it. The 4160 and the 4150, this post and both of these clamps is actually welded to the clamp. So this is one piece, more or less. Here, when you have your individual clamp, the advantage of that is it can be applied to the OR table with the tightening knob on the top, or it can be inverted and applied to the OR table with the tightening knob on the bottom. So that's why it's called a combination clamp, because it allows for the clamp to be attached to the OR table with either the clamp knob on the top or the bottom. And then what you would do is once you put the clamp on the table, you would drop your bottom post into it because it's a separate piece. So that would go ahead and fall into the clamp here and then be tightened into place. So that is the advantage of the combination clamp, obviously with the knob on the top or bottom, and then of course the post is a separate piece from the clamp, which allows for more options in the OR during setup. Now to go over the difference between the bilateral and single side set, it's pretty simple. What we have here is a Rultract single side set. It's designed for IMA dissection. You're either going to take down the lima as it's set up here, or the rima if you put it on the opposite side of the table. So a single side set is designed for that single procedure as far as IMA goes. You're going to be on one side taking down one, or on the other side taking down the other. Now if you have a bilateral set, the bilateral set comes with two post clamps. That's the only difference when it comes to the 4150 sets, is the bilateral comes with two post clamps. So what you do is you'll set up on one side of the table and the surgeon will take down the lima, and then you'll set up on the other side of the table. You may actually set up both at the same time. So the surgeon's going to take down the lima here, and then when he wants to take down the rima, what they do is they'll actually just take this top post off and move it to the other side of the table and put it into position, so then the surgeon can move on to the other side of the table and take down the rima. So that's the difference between the single side set and the bilateral set. Now if you were to get a bilateral 10 set, you would get two clamps and two posts. So of course you could have them set up on both sides of the table as well. It's all going to come down to OR preference and OR protocol as to which clamp they want to use. Usually I recommend using the 10 because of the number of options that it provides. I hope that helped. If you have any further questions, please email me or call me at the number in my email. And have a good week. Thank you.